Alright, so what I was saying is that we already discussed the directory submission and the classified ad submissions. And today we are going to discuss the step number 2, which is article submissions. Article submission site, article marketing site, open blog, guest posting, all of this mean the same. There are certain websites termed as open blog in which the admin does not publish the matter. It is a general public which is publishing the content in the website. That's why it is called as an open blog, open for everybody. The best example is Wikipedia. So Wikipedia does not have any administrator to run it. It does not have any ownership. It is running in public domain. You can also go to Wikipedia, create an account and write an article on your favorite topic. Then within that public forum, some of them will be reviewing it in case of grammatical mistakes and all that. So there's no private entity owning Wikipedia. So article submission sites are like this. They may be owned by some firm or by some individual, but he is not publishing the matter. He has given an opportunity for anybody who is visiting the website to create an account, log in and publish the matter on your favorite topic. So indirectly we are helping the article submission site to get content. He wants content, but he doesn't want to pay for it. So he is saving huge cost on content writing. Otherwise, he need to hire professional content writers, pay them for every article. So that's a huge cost burden for him. The alternative is that let us make the blog open, let the public come, anybody is invited in my site, come to my site and publish the article on your favorite topic. He can turn his blog open blog. But then who would come to his site and publish the article just like that? There has to be some reward. So what we do, we go there and submit the article, helping that site to get the content. But in return, we can demand backlink. So the article that we are publishing, that entire control is in our hands. Along with the article, we can even place links. So that is how the mutual understanding is between the two people. The article submission site owner, he wants the content, and the one who is publishing the article wants a backlink. So both of them have got mutual benefit. This can be done. This is not link exchange. This is a kind of barter system. This is a method which has been endorsed by the search engines. They say if you want backlink, then do this. See, they have no hesitation in putting your web page on the top if you are direct to the keyword. Through on page, they are very clear that your page is exactly speaking on the information what the user wants. But they can't be partial to you to give you top rank. So what they say, see, I've got some 100 pages. I've got some 1000 pages, 10,000 pages, which are equally good when I check the on page. How do I know which is best of this lot? He says, you got to get backlinks for your pages. By that, I understand that your page is popular by reading the number of links. Then I'll be eventually giving you the top rank for it. So you got to make your web page being present everywhere in the web world. And these are the 7 types of site wherein there is a high possibility of getting the backlinks. As such, any site you go there and you ask for a backlink, no one would give. But these are the sites who are waiting for you. Do some help in their site by the content and in return take the backlink. That is how is the each of the step designed in off page. So in order to get a backlink, we got to target such kind of sites which are open blog, create an account, log in and submit article. So every article submission site, the process of link submission is same. And along with article, submit backlink. We have already discussed on how competitor backlinks can get you top rank pretty quickly because it is the weakness of every search engine. A competitor backlink will have huge value. Single link is equivalent to hundreds of links. But thinking directly that I go to a competitor and ask for a link, no one would give you. You got to get the competitor backlink by yourself by creating competitor pages in others' website. So in such kind of article submission site, I am going to write an article which is based on my keyword. Now search engines are going to read the entire page content and understand what is the most important topics in that page. What is that page all about? What's the center of focus in that particular content? When that matches with your keyword, the backlink will be treated as a competitor link. Search engines are not going to see who has published that matter. That doesn't matter to them. They only want to know what is the page matter which is giving the backlink to you. So if that match is there between the source and the destination page, then that link value is pretty high. Even with PageRank 1, the effect of ranking is like PageRank 3. So don't get just dummy backlinks. There are so many you can get. If you go into Google and type ready-made backlinks, 100 websites will come up. Almost all the 100 will even approve the link to you. But number-wise, you may have got 100 backlinks. But link juice-wise, it's hardly going to get you the top rank. It's not going to push your rank, forget top rank. So we don't want hundreds of backlinks. We want only quality backlinks. We are going to only target the links which look very authentic, which are coming from the reliable websites. The number may be less, but the impact is going to be huge. So the list of the sites for article submission is again in my folder here. I've arranged the list in the alphabetic order on the left side. There are at least 100 times more sites than the list what I've given in the Excel sheet here. Here there are more than 500. But if you dig into Google, more than 5,000 sites you'll find. More than 50,000 sites you'll find. But the link power is going to be very less. Among this 500 also, I have filtered the best 50 on the right side. So you don't have to even target these all sites. Only these are the sites that you need to follow. Some of the sites may have become paid ones. They may have conditional approval that only if we pay they'll approve the article. Avoid those sites. This point is applicable for every step. In the last 3 steps, hardly you'll find such sites. But in the first 3 steps, even fourth, that is social media optimization, we don't find any paid submission. But press release, article and directory submission, some of them are demanding money. We got to just skip that site. And they are like seasonal. For few months they'll be charging money, again for few months they'll make it free. So while it is free, you can take the opportunity to submit the article. But never pay for the article submission. Yeah, there are some sites where it is worth. This is not buying backlinks, understand this point. They are telling that to get the article approved, you got to pay. This can be done. We are not paying for placing our backlink there. We are paying just like an publish an article in a newspaper or a magazine. So don't think it is spam or it is illegal in SEO. But because it is expensive, it may be like $19, $20, it may be $25, $30 likewise. So, and then some of the article submission site, they say that this is the not one-time price. Every month you got to pay. So only when you have a lot of articles to submit, it may make sense. Otherwise, there is no point. Some quality sites where it is worth spending, I would say, eZine article. There's one site called as eZine article, number 1 site in article submission, but paid backlinks, but worth paying. It is worth paying. And then even helium.com, selfgrowth.com is also a very popular site. Okay. But at this stage, I don't advise, only submit free backlinks. Our keyword is not so tough that we would require any high quality backlink for which we need to pay. If it is free, we'll submit. If it is not free, we skip it. We have a lot of other steps. From there also we can acquire links. The process of submission is pretty simple. I told you, register, login and add article. Question is from where to get an article. You need at least 300 word article. Some sites even 200 words is acceptable. But majority of the sites, minimum is 300, maximum no limit. Plagiarism, is the most important point here. In case you are found to be copying the content from other websites or your own page, there's an inbuilt plagiarism tool. You won't be able to submit also. Immediately before you submit, there will be a message. We found this article to be plagiarized. Sorry, we cannot accept your article in our network. These article marketing sites are pretty strict over the copied content. So there's no way that you can escape it. So forget about having any shortcut way of copying the other website's content and placing it here. Then what is the solution? If you look at professional SEO companies, they hire content writers. The job of these content writers is to write articles. Each of these article is uniquely created by them. That when you submit it into this site does not have any grammatical mistakes, then the approval rate is almost 100%. There's no reason to reject it. Your article is good, without any grammatical mistakes, no copied content. They check for plagiarism, passes. And then they check for grammatical mistake, your content still passes. Then they have to approve it because they want articles. Only in case the article, the quality of writing is not good, the sentences are not properly formed, then there may be a chance of rejection. Otherwise, approval rate here is almost 100%. Now, then are we going to write the article and submit here? We don't have time to write article for our own web page. What are we going to do in these sites? And imagine every topic, every keyword. I want to rank on top for stock market training. I want to rank on top for SEO training. So 2 articles here. Stock market training, SEO training. Stock market training, SEO training. So every keyword you got to repeat the list of the sites. You want to target 100 keywords for SEO, 100 articles in each of them. You can do multiple submissions in the same website. They'll go into different pages. They'll create new pages in the website. So as a single person, it may not be possible to write so much of content. So there is a shortcut. Of course, professional is to get the content writers, write the article and then submit it. But in case you want a shortcut, then you can make use of content from the PDF files. Acrobat Reader files, some of, not most, some of the article submission sites are not able to detect, by which the approval rate may become like 25%. If it is a copied article, 0% approval rate. But if it is a PDF file copied article, then out of 10, maybe 7 of them will be able to detect it and they are going to reject it. But that rejection of the article is not going to impact your rank. Search engines don't know what they are doing. But at least 3 would approve even in this quality list of sites. 25 to 30% approval rate you are going to have it even though you are copying and placing the content, provided it is from the PDF file, not from any web page. Web page means almost 0% approval rate. So if you have the capacity to write or you have the content writers ready, then better is to get the articles written and then submit it. But if you don't have it, you cannot manage it, then I would suggest you that copy paste PDF file content. Is 25 approval rate sufficient? Yes, that is sufficient. Out of 50 sites, even if 10 of them are approving the article, more than sufficient for this step. I've told you our main focus is going to remain in the last 3 steps. But because we require all-round development of backlinks, we are doing some backlinks from each of the top 4 steps. So here 10 backlinks per keyword from article submission category, 10 backlinks per keyword is more than sufficient. So you can utilize this shortcut way. How do you get the PDF files relevant to the keyword? You need to search in Google with the following code pattern. So whatever is your keyword, you got to type that. This is a syntax, don't type brackets there. Here you need to give as file type :PDF. Let's say I want an article on coronavirus. So I'll give as coronavirus space file type colon PDF. There should not be any space here after colon. In this entire is one, it should come without any space. Let us do it. Say I want an article on stock market itself. So like this. I've already submitted some articles. Now there are so many results which are the PDF files. See here, PDF, PDF, PDF. This is a specialty of the code. All the results are going to be PDF files only. So let us take some articles. Copy paste the content first in the notepad. Only through notepad you have to submit in the article submission site. So why notepad should be made as a medium? It is because of the cache memory. There is a high chance that directly from here if you place it into the article submission site, they may detect that it is being copied. So in order to remove that footprint, we are first placing in notepad. From notepad we are placing into the article submission site so that they get a feeling that we are actually manually writing the article. Making notepad as a medium is not going to work out for the web page content, only for PDF files. Don't think, sir, I'll copy from a web page and I'll use notepad so that the article submission site will not be able to detect. Plagiarism tool can detect even though you use notepad or not. But PDF files, some of the websites may not be so sharp to detect the content. That is where we have an opportunity of around 25% approval rate. Because we have a lot of sites, even 25% approval rate is a good number for us. We want hardly 8 to 10 backlinks only from this step. Okay, let's say I have some article here, some quality article. Let us take this and place it in notepad. We'll format it a bit if required. Okay, so we have some article ready here. We copy this and go into an article submission site. So let me show you two submissions. Same way you can continue with rest of the websites. So I'll go into the sites where I remember my account, Hub Pages, medium.com. This is a very popular site. So they allow free submission. So I'm already logged in. You need to first register and log in before you could submit any article. Once logged in, you are going to find a link called as write a story, add article, submit article. So click on that. Then you got to fill the form. This is Medium. This is Hub Pages. Here also I am logged in. So I click on write. On what topic do you want to write an article? I want to write an article on stock market training. See here, this is how a page will get created in their website. The permalink has already been taken. Please suggest a different one. That page address is already there, so we are just changing it. You got to select the most appropriate category and all. Here if you make any mistake, then there may be a chance of rejection. But while that they have rejected, they are going to tell you what is the reason that they are rejecting it, and they'll give an opportunity to rectify. Not that they reject it and the entire content gets deleted. You can log in, you go to your profile, see what you have submitted, rectify the errors, resubmit. And through email only they are going to communicate to you. Personal finance, investing in stocks, bonds, real estate, more stocks, penny stocks. Okay, good. What's the structure of the article that you require? Basic. All these are meant in order to avoid the automated bots to submit. Here I give the title. In case you want to do any slight changes, you can. URL is already created. I want to just make it in capital. Summary. Okay, so that's the summary of the article. Everywhere your keywords have to come or part of your keyword must come. That is where the article will focus onto the keyword. This is like the meta description, this is like the title tag for the page that you are creating in that site. So searches are going to tally this. What is the theme of this page? What's the core topic of this page? That should be exactly on the keyword that you are targeting. In case you have got any picture, better use it. I'm avoiding, but it is always better that we fill all this. The chance of approval will improve. Giving a sub headline. The article that we had in Notepad, we have placed it here. You can save it to see how your article would look like. All these spaces and all you got to remove it, make it with proper alignment. This is all okay, but the starting two paragraphs, let us edit. Should look like a properly structured article. Okay, better. Now the article looks with proper alignment. Here there's a mistake. Let's change this. Alright. So this is how my article would look like. Now, where do I place my backlink? Generally in an article submission site, at the bottom there is a box provided as author, editor, resource. The box name will be either author, editor or resource. If like such any box is there, then you have to place the backlink straight away in that box, nothing but the AHREF backlink code which we have discussed. That's going to get you a backlink with anchor text. But like Hub Pages, if no such box is present, then at the bottom of the article itself you can place the backlink. So I do not have any such box here as author, editor or resource. So what am I going to do? Edit this, and at the bottom of the article itself I can place the link. So let me copy my web page URL. So this is a page for which I want to rank on top for stock market training. So this is the keyword for which I require a link. If you have a toolbar, you can make use of the toolbar to make it a link. Otherwise, you have to type the href code in the HTML code. If you click on HTML, you get the HTML. There you can type the href code. But because I have a toolbar, I am making use of the toolbar. This is exactly the backlink code. Now I click on save and see whether the link has appearing or not. It is working or not. Check that. Yes. Now I am ready to publish it. Publish. The article is not yet published, but once that admin approves it, then this is how the article will look like in this particular page. So hubpages.com/money/stock market training online. Like this, a page is present in Hub Pages where there is a backlink which is pointing directly to your page, which is also based on the same topic. This is what is a competitor link. Sooner or later, search engines are going to visit this page. And while they have visited the page, they are going to read even the links. And after reading the links, they realize that there is a link pointing to seosanjay.com/abcxyz for the topic stock market training. So in the database of the search engine, 1 mark is assigned to me. Exact point is depending upon the weightage of the backlink, what is the profile of this page, the page rank, and how much the content is deeply matching. So in the database, they are going to give me certain points with that link. Like this, every web page profile is maintained in the database of the search engines. You have to just target quality backlink. That's it. Wherever the backlinks are getting approved, copy those pages and place it in Notepad or place it in an Excel sheet and save it. Because later I'll be talking about pinging. If you do pinging, the backlinks will get indexed faster. Today the link what you are seeing, search engines are not seeing it right now. It will take some time for them. There is a new page in this site that has to get indexed. So once the page gets indexed, the backlink is, first of all, the backlink should get approved. Then that page has to get indexed in the search engine. Then only there will be impact in the rank. Whether you'll get 1 jump, you'll get 2 steps jump, you'll get 10 steps jump, that all depends on the power of this backlink. In our school days, we had learned about the electrons. Electrons revolve around the nucleus. When these electrons are given higher energy, they take the higher orbit. That's what we learned. That's what here it is. How much of power the link has got, that much of big jump will come in the rank once the search engines find this link. And for them to find this link, you can even leave it like that. But if you do pinging, it is going to be faster. Later we'll understand what is pinging. But this is the way that the article has to be submitted. If I have another topic, one more article I can submit. But please don't submit multiple articles on the same day. Hub Pages has got some restrictions. Every article submission site. 1, 2, 3 submissions a day they can accept. But if you are doing it again and again, then it may treat your account as spam. They are going to monitor in how much time duration the article is coming here. So every 5 minutes you are submitting an article, they can clearly make out that you are spamming. So my advice would be only 1 article per article submission site. We have chain of websites, so 1 you can submit every day. So once that I have submitted here, let me target the next site. Medium.com. Again, I require an article on stock market. I cannot take the same article. Understand this point. If you take the same article and place it into there, then it will come under plagiarism because Hub Pages already has got this content. So you got to have a fresh article again coming from a PDF file. Sometimes a single PDF file may have a lot of content, so that way it is going to be useful for us for multiple submissions. So here there's enough content. I don't require another PDF file for the second submission. Let's take these questions. So again, reformat. I don't know why it is getting misaligned here. Otherwise, in Notepad when you place it, the alignment is generally good. Anyway, we require to give spaces after every question answer. Alright. So now we have sufficient content to place it into an article submission site. So I press Control A, Control C in order to copy. So this is how the article is. Any small editing and all you want, you can do that. Title. So everywhere your keywords have to be highlighted. So it's a very simple form, no more details, but we are here for a purpose of backlink. So in case there is no space provided for the backlink, I've already told you, we have to place the backlink at the bottom of the article. So I want the backlink for this page, which is seosanjay.com/stock market trade. So I'm copying it and I put a next line. I want backlink for stock market training or course. Let's say I want to target multiple backlinks for the same page. So like this, for every keyword, you got to get the links separately. So I select it immediately. The option opens up in order to get a link. That's it. Publish. Any tags you want to add? Yes, these tags are like the keyword. Some articles will get auto approved. There's no admin, just like this site. The fact is, we have already got one backlink in the process. Your story is already published. The system itself could detect whether the content is unique or not. So this is the page from where we have got a backlink. sanju250.medium.com/stock market trading certification ABC XYZ. What's the advantage to them? They are going to monetize this page. Everywhere there will be ads. So that advertisement revenue will all go to the site owner. And how we are benefited? We are benefited because of this link by which our page performs on the top. So we got to ping these pages. Later we'll understand what is pinging. Same way how I've done, you got to do it for each of the article submission site. Every day, minimum 5 article submissions you need to do. So that within a month's time, there will be 150 article submissions of various keywords. Repeat the list of the article submission site for every keyword. You want to target 10 keywords per page? No problem. For each keyword, get an article in the PDF file and target the same article submission site. But in the same day, don't do multiple submissions in the same article submission site. Hope all the points are clear and there's no confusion. Now I'm going to discuss about robos.txt. This is the end of step number 2, but I told you that every day we'll be discussing some topics which are neither in the on page or off page, but it is part of SEO. So this is an important topic almost in every interview. Those who have like applied for jobs and all, in the interview this question has been common. Robos.txt. First of all, .txt means what? Notepad. So one thing is clear that it is something relevant to Notepad 5. Robos, who are robos? The search engine crawlers, spiders, robos, all the three are same. They are the ones who are going to get into the web page, take the content and feed it into the search engine server. So these automated softwares and bots which are indexing the content is called as robos. So this file is meant, this is a notepad file meant for the search engine to assign the rules to them. As such, if you have submitted sitemap, you have opened your website, all the pages to the public. When I have submitted the sitemap, what's happening? All my pages have gone into the public. That means someone is searching seosanjay.com, he will get to know all my page URLs. Of course, that is what we want. As a blog owner, maybe we want that. But as a business holder, like in case of SEO Sanjay, I do not want that. I want 99% of my pages to go, but 1% of the pages I want to maintain it secretly. Maybe that in a page I have all the video recording URLs. Maybe in a page I have got the entire material. Maybe in a page I have got the database of the student, the inquiry. Maybe in a page I have provided the class notes. So these are some 3-4 pages which I don't want to push into the search engine. I'm not doing SEO for it. The pages will open if you know the URL. But I don't want any other student apart from the registered students to have an access to these pages. But if I have submitted sitemap, they will get to know. I can protect it with password. But then breaking a password is no big deal. They can just ask any of the student if he is a friend. So the utmost security is that how much they may search in Google, Yahoo, Bing, they should get to see all the pages except for the pages which I am marking. These pages are confidential. If I give the URL only to the selected or classified students, for them only it should be accessible. Directly if you enter in the browser, it will open, but it should not come into the search engine. That is what is my requirement. For that, I need to make use of robos.txt file. Robos.txt is not mandatory. If you want to block any pages from indexing, then you have to use this file. So there is a pattern of code that you need to write. It is like this. User hyphen agent colon star. This is the first line. In database language, star means all. User agent means every search engine has got a user agent name. Like for Google, it is Google bot. For Baidu, it is Baidu Spider. And other every search engine has got a user agent name. If you go into Google and dig it, then you'll get to know every search engine what's the user agent name. If you have specifically targeting to that search engine, then instead of star, you can give that search engine name also. Well, I'll show you that format as well. But for now, 99% cases, the rules are going to be common for every search engine. Then I can give it as user hyphen agent colon star. The next line should be like this: allow colon slash. That means allow all the pages of my website to get into your database, except for the following pages, which you need to mark it through disallow. Now this is important. You don't have to give seosanjay.com after your website, whatever is a part of the URL. So maybe seonotes.html. I have one more page to block, abc.xyz.html. I may have entire folder. What are you going to do? Maybe the folder name is SEO material. All the pages in this folder is blocked. So you can either give individual page addresses or you can give the folder. You can write as many disallow lines as possible. With this pattern, you need to create it and then you need to save this file. So like this, I put in the code. Okay, this is a folder, and then I go for save, and then give the name compulsory as Robos only. No other name is allowed, and all in small letters only. And don't give your .txt. I've seen some students giving .txt. No, by default txt will come because it is a notepad file. So just save by the name Robos and then upload this file in the root folder of your website. Always this file has to be there in the root folder. Again, I remind this point. You can't place this file, you can't put it into any folder that you like. They have to be present in the root folder. Root folder means in the main folder. Let me quickly show you. I'm talking about general site, Blogger, WordPress. I'll come back. So let's say I have a general site, multibagger.com. So what I do, wherever I have hosted my website, I log in there. And then I go into my server. So here in the public HTML, this is what the root folder means. We are not going to select any subfolder here like this. Within the main folder itself, you got to place it. So what I'll do, I'll click on upload and choose the notepad file which I have saved just now. This is how it has to be done. Now this code will be visible online and search engines can access it. Like this. So from tomorrow itself, in case that you have submitted sitemap today, then tomorrow. So within a day, search engines are going to read this file and they are going to allow all the pages, but the pages where you have given the restriction, so they are not going to touch these pages. They don't even know what is there in these pages. So when you type site colon seosanjay.com, you'll get to see all the pages in the search engines, every search engine, but not these three pages. Yeah, directly you go seosanjay.com and you hit this URL, it will open. But how can a hacker guess a URL? He cannot. So this is for an extra layer of security for your site. It is not required for all the website. In case those who are concerned about the security, then this file is important for them. With this file, neither your marks is increased nor decreased. That's why I said it is neither on page or off page. It is some extra features in the SEO. Now, if it is present in the root folder, it means that you can see the robots.txt file of any website. Let us see for Facebook, because they can't have a different location at all. See, this is a robots.txt for Facebook. So he has given different set of rules depending upon the search engine. For Apple bot, these are the disallow pages. For Baidu Spider, these are the disallow pages and folders. If it is an extension, it is a page. Otherwise, it is a folder. For Bing, this is what he has blocked. Now, why he has blocked, I do not know, but this is what is seen here. So he has got different set of rules depending upon the search engine. Yandex is a very popular search engine in Russia. But always the file is present in the root folder. So this is the way it works for a general site. Now let us see for Blogger. I am removing this file because I don't want any page to be blocked at this stage. So in case you want to remove, select that file and click on delete. Okay, this is the way the robots.txt file is deleted. Now how should I work with robots.txt for a Blogger site? So let us log in back into Blogger. For bloggers, by default, a robots.txt file is already present. Let's see. I never created a robots.txt file for my new blog, but if I check it in the browser, I do find some code. So all the pages are allowed except for /search pages. This is not folder because there is no slash here. If it is like this, it means that all the pages starting with /search are blocked. The question is it the same code for every blog? Yes. Whether your blog is private or free, you are going to find the same code for every blog in the Blogger. Only within Blogger, the code pattern is going to be the same. Now, what are these pages starting with /search? Why are they blocked? You want, I'll tell you where you can modify. But actually, this setting is good. Why? Because in the Blogger, you have a search box, and whenever user is searching through this search box, dynamically a new page is created. Let's say that someone is searching for metro rail. Now there is already a page in my website like this, but because a user has searched, one more new page has got created dynamically. So the matter of both these pages is same. This is going to have a duplicate content indexing issues. Later we'll talk about canonical. It is going to affect that. So for this reason, these duplicate pages which are arising because of the user search is being blocked. So this setting is actually good. However, along with this, if you want to add more URLs, then you have to go to settings. So somewhere here you are going to find robots.txt editing. Enable custom robots.txt, enable it. Custom robots.txt, click it and type your code in this particular area. Then the default code is replaced with this one. Alright, but don't forget to mention disallow :/search. Apart from the existing code, if you want to add anything, then you can use this. Because that duplicate content is showing is nothing but the step number 14 in on page. Every page must have unique content. It is violating that point. That's the reason why all the /search pages are blocked. And you don't have anything to block it, then you can leave it as it is. The default setting is good. So this is the way robots.txt works for the Blogger. Now coming to WordPress. By default, there is no robots.txt file in WordPress. So you have to make use of it through plugins. So we install WordPress in multibagger.com/WordPress rank multiply. /wp-admin. So I go to plugins, add new plugin. There are several plugins for robos.txt. Install any one, don't install all of them. The best plugin here is Robos WP Robos TXT. WP Robos TXT. WP Robos TXT. This is the one that you need to install. Install and then activate. Once the plugin is installed and activated, you are going to find under the settings privacy. Hasn't come here. I think we installed the other plugin. So under the settings, you get an option here. Let's see where, okay, here it is. So it has come in reading. Okay. So here robos.txt content, you can edit it as you want. But the format of the code, what I've explained you, only that has to be given. You don't have to give anything like /search. Here there is no such setting that if someone is searching, a new page is created. That page is there only for a second. The moment you close it, that page is deleted. So that page is not permanent page if whenever the user is searching. So you don't have to add that /search at least for WordPress sites. So this is the way the robos.txt works for various types of websites. So that is all for today. We have discussed the step number 2 as well as robos. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the press release submissions, and along with that we are going to discuss about how to protect your content from getting copied, and then we'll also, if possible, if we get time, we'll discuss about pinging. What exactly is pinging and how it is going to be useful to your website. So that is all for today. For any kind of questions, please use the chat window or kindly confirm through audio if you have any doubts.